Welcome back, folks. It is 5:16 on this fantastic Friday morning. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast. Taking a look at America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, we've definitely got some clearer skies than what we were experiencing yesterday morning, but we do have overcast skies, expected once that sun comes up on over the mesa. And that cloud coverage is going to keep our temperatures just a little bit on that cooler side of things. We're just short of our seasonal averages, and we've got unsettled weather kind of moving on in, but it's mostly going to be focused over those higher elevation areas, even as we get into those later weekend days. And we can look forward to the weekend, though, for us here in the Grand Valley, because we've got warmer temperatures closer to those seasonal averages, as well as some sunshine that's going to stick around with us through Saturday, Sunday, and even into the early work week. So try and make some plans. Get outside, folks. Right now, it's feeling 29 degrees in Grand Junction, though, 24 in Montrose. Further east of us, it's a little bit cooler, 16 in Glenwood Springs, 17 in Aspen, and 2 cool degrees in Gunnison. And these temperatures are going to rise, but we're still short of all of those seasonal averages in those higher elevation areas. This cloud cover is going to keep those temperatures on the low end of things, at least until we can see a little bit more of that sunshine in our area. Wind speed wise, we are feeling pretty mild for those wind speeds, but they could pick up, especially over that I-70 corridor, over the park ranges, over the Gore ranges, and some of those areas. We could be feeling 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, but over that I-70 corridor, when there's kind of that little bit of clearing, we could be feeling up to 40 mile per hour winds. Our wind chill is definitely feeling a little bit on that cooler side of things. We're down in those teens and those low 20s along the Grand Valley, and we're only going to peak at 43 degrees today instead of our typical 53. The low end, we're looking at 24 instead of our typical 29 this evening. And before those temperatures take a little bit of that drop later, we're feeling 32 at 9 a.m., 38 at noon, and 40 at 3 p.m. And that sunshine's going to hopefully start rolling on in during those later afternoon hours. And we'll notice our snow potential. If we take a look here, Grand Junction really doesn't have that much of a chance for any amount of snowfall. It is really just going to be focused over those northern and those central mountains as a system rolls on in. Tonight, our lows, we're going to get down to 22 in Grand Junction and 19 in Montrose. And our overall setup, this is what's going to kind of bring us a little bit of that rain, that snow, and as that evening moves on, or the evening happens, that storm system is going to move on in, but it's not really going to pass over those mountains. It's going to kind of throw scattered, unsettled weather towards us, which is what's going to give us that chance. Getting into Sunday, we'll notice here that we're going to start getting more focused over the western slope, but it's going to kind of disperse and more be focused over those northern and those central mountains very quickly. A little bit more nationally, we've got that cold front moving on in with that storm system following it as we get into later today, and that huge storm system is over those Great Lakes. And a look ahead, we've got that strong system moving on in, another system on that west coast, which is what's going to throw us those scattered showers, and it's going to remain over there as we get into the work week. We'll notice here that only late Sunday and into Monday is what's going to bring us that chance for precip, and those warmer temperatures in those upper 40s and low 50s are here to stick around for a couple days.